am on the dot. Here I am. I'm in the office this morning. Got here early today. So there's that. So how are you today? I am good. I'm good. I'm okay. Listen to the news again this morning. I have a new obsessive compulsive disorder of listening to the news, whether it be on my phone or the computer or the Google Home. So there's that. Hello. How do you say your name? Shalan? Shalan? Oh, that's pretty. Anyway, if I did not get that right, please send me a messenger little voice thing on how to say your name. That'd be awesome. Every morning I'm getting on here, right? Having a little chat up. I'm going to talk personal stuff, a little bit of business, and a couple helpful tips and hints and stuff that I came across in the last day or two. So if you're joining me today, my question for the day is, and I have it written down, what helpful advice do you have, if any, related to marketing or business or personal? I know the world's been kind of crazy, right? So yeah, that's see the kitty in the corner? That's Pan. She joins me often. She's really actually sweet lately. Okay, so I've told you about my new compulsive disorder. Other personal stuff. Well, yesterday was rent day for many, mortgage day for others. So kind of waiting to see what happens there. Listening to the news this morning, yes, with my obsessive compulsive disorder. I learned July they're talking about letting up on the quarantine stuff. Little crazy. We'll see what happens. We've retained a lot of our clients, but we haven't retained some. So it's interesting. So the other thing is that we've been told that the next 2 weeks are going to be super hard. Do you feel that way? I know, it's just hard. Hello, Joey. Every morning I just get on here and have a little chat up. So how are you today? And my question of the day is, do you have any helpful advice for people? If you do, put it in the comments, whether it be business or personal or related to marketing, because that's what we're about. Okay, so business stuff. What we're seeing, kind of interesting. In Google Analytics, across all of our accounts, we're seeing lower impressions. So less people searching, but the click-through rate is higher. So that's really interesting, right? So less people are searching, but the people that are searching for businesses are people that are genuinely more interested in getting more information. Oh, you're doing awesome, Joey. That's awesome. Why? Tell me why. If you would, I like a little bit of joy in my life. I'm listening to music after I listen to the news, so I'll dance around. So, okay, the news and the stats are really interesting lately. Hello, Karen. If you catch the replay, there is a question of the day. I'd love to get your opinions, and also, how are you? Okay, so I do have a couple notes. That's why you're going to see me I made some notes this morning. Okay, so Google Analytics is pretty cool. Keep an eye on that because the trend is that search volume's down. I'd also recommend going and checking out Google Trends because we can see some really interesting information in there now, which will tell us, what's working for some businesses and what's not. I was in a discussion this morning with somebody that says e-cigarettes are up with their search volume. So that was weird. Interesting. As I said, we're seeing higher click-through rate, lower impressions. So that's kind of cool. Hey, John. Hey, are you still in LA? How are you? So yeah, so that's on the business side in analytics and things like that. Google also announced that it will not let people advertise about COVID. We know that, the reason Google has all algorithms is because there's some, fun, interesting players in the market that try to take advantage of situations. So in order to stop them taking advantage in Google Ads, there are now some extra restrictions. And not sure if you know, but last week or yesterday, I was talking about how YouTube is not letting phrases like COVID, videos with COVID in it to publish. So that's really interesting. Hey, Rena, how are you today? Both stuck inside, aren't we? I had a question at the beginning. If you get a chance, I'd love to know if you have any personal business or marketing tips for anybody. Okay, so my last thing, besides the business stuff and the personal stuff, yeah, if you're catching the replay and you have a obsessive compulsive disorder now, let me know because I'd love to know. Okay, helpful tips. I got a really good one I've been using for a long time. I figure I share a helpful tip every morning, but I have a Chrome extension. If you are a Chrome user like me, I love Chrome. And my helpful tip today is go check out animated tabs. It's something I put on. I was going to try it. And this was like, oh God, it must be a year ago now. So I put it on my computer to try it, and I can't get rid of it. I love it. It's every time you open a tab on your computer, there's a GIF. And so sometimes, honestly, they're so funny that it makes for a better day. It makes for more exciting. It makes for nicer. And I think we need that right now. Okay. The other thing, helpful tip, and I want you guys' opinion. There's two of them. So do you remember how we were told to niche down? Have you seen how the market's kind of changing? I mean, the guy that owned a pay-per-click advertising company that just helped restaurants, well, he's pretty much out of business, or she's pretty much out of business. So that niching down thing, I think it might be changing into broaden your spectrum. What do you guys think? So I want to know what you guys think. If it's not a helpful tip, you have lots of tips, Rena. Not allowed to share a link to this week's tech tip. Oh yeah, of course, share. This group now, guys, you can go live anytime. You can promote, self-promote, share tips, share video. Yeah, right? So no niching. Yes, no niching, which is really interesting. We've been told by the experts for so long, niche down. And well, I like too many things. So, and we work with a broad spectrum of clients, and it's given us a bit of an advantage where some people have stayed with us, right? We also, couple years ago, decided to move more strategically to Google so we could work on conversion optimization so we could prove dollar value for our work. So interesting thing in this current climate. Okay, and my last tip is, have you started writing it? Do you have a journal? Journaling's really been helping me. Maybe that sounds a little woo-woo. I've kept a journal most of my life. I stopped for a good 5-6 years, and I still have them all, except for the one when I was 16, which I did burn. I know, too much information, right? Anyway, writing's been really helping me, and I think it can help. I think it's kind of a good way to go. What do you think? That's a good tip, huh? All right. So, Rena, niching down should refer to the way that you target and advertise, but not the clients you accept. Yes. Interesting, right? So, but there are different ways to niche down. You can niche down vertically or horizontally, right? Vertically would be sporting equipment. Horizontally would be, say, it can go both ways. And anyway, my phone is ringing, and because billing day was yesterday, quick story before I go. So I worked at a newspaper, several of them, but I worked at a weekly paper. And, you know, booking deadline was on Monday, copy was due Tuesday, Thursday morning the paper would go out, and you'd hold your breath that you didn't get a phone call every time, because you knew on Thursdays if you got a call, there was something wrong with the ad, right? Something terribly wrong with the ad, and you're going to have to give back money or apologize, or you're going to have to fix something. So I don't know if you're feeling this, but yesterday billing went out. Man, I got some phone calls right away, which fair enough, man. Lots going on, right? And businesses are suffering. And of course, we're going to lose some clients, especially the ones that are like co-working spaces in the end, if they're not doing SEO. That being said, now my phone rings today. I'm like, ugh. So I'll go call that person back. Anyway, if you joined me this morning, thank you so much. I'm trying to get on here every day, have a little chat up, you know. I find it fun, helpful maybe, and hopefully you like it too. As I said in the group, take the opportunity, go live, practice. This is a really safe space, and it's really good to try to get used to that stuff because it's the new cyber meeting style, right? Yeah, so I will be here at 9 a.m. tomorrow. You're going to see way too much of me tomorrow because we have the 9 a.m. with me, right? little chat up. And then we have the 11 a.m., which is going to be a really good chat with Greg. And we are talking COVID stuff. The new banner should be going up on the header image. And last but not least, so remember, you can do lives in the group. You can self-promote, talk about anything you want. It's a group effort. There's also the co-working hours. If you haven't joined us, a couple of us come on there each day. We laugh a lot. Sometimes we work. Most of the time we talk. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I hope you have a wicked day. The 2 questions of the day are, how are you? And do you have any advice regarding business, marketing, and personal stuff? And if you do, share them in the group or in this live. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye. That wasn't a very solid bye. Bye.